Oh, did y'all see? So Vlad TV has interviewed Gina Conway, who is the baby, oh, not baby mother, but she's the woman who's involved in this Max B setup thing where she was Max B's girlfriend. Max B tells her, yo, go fuck on some guy. And then eventually she comes with the plan of setting this guy up. Here is what she is saying. By the way, of course, Vlad got the first interview.
Okay, so now you're living in New York and Max B's your boyfriend. How's the relationship?
It was pretty tumultuous, I would say. Like, it was a lot of it was just crazy, like a lot of fighting. Sometimes it was fun. It was, just crazy, like a lot of partying, just new things that I was not.
The irony of watching this interview, yo, Gina actually looks like she's, like her voice still sounds like she's young. And I'm wondering if that's trauma or there's just like some voice shit. Her voice sounds weird.
I was introduced to a lot of things, that I wasn't used to being around. A lot of it was fun, and a lot of it, it was hard. Some parts of it was hard, but it was very different from the life that I was used to living.
Well, when you get to New York, you start to dance at Sin City in the Bronx.
Right.
Okay, so you're dancing, but you're involved with Max. Now, when you say he introduced you to a bunch of new things, what do you mean? Like drugs or something else?
Well, yes, he introduced me to ecstasy. I never took ecstasy before, and then he introduced me to like a whole lifestyle of like just crazy sex, like a sexual lifestyle. That was just, I don't know, it was just unconventional, I may say. One might say.
Okay, what was the most unconventional thing that?
I mean, it was like sex with, people that we didn't know.
By the way, and this is why I think this is a real story. Again, I don't know how important these stories are, but these days, I guess, and in all transparency, Gina Conway, I got offered this interview 3 times before Whack. So Whack also offered to bring her to my platform, but I got offered it 3 times, and I ain't gonna lie, I lost interest the moment I heard that she was looking for a paycheck. I'm gonna be honest with you. With all due respect to you, I could interview Max B for free. Why the fuck do I need to interview you, the person who is an ancillary person to the story of Max B, and have to pay you? So I lost interest. So someone had pitched it to me. They were like, hey, whatever. And I said, hey, I'll get on the phone. I'll listen to it. And they were like, oh, yeah, she wants to get paid. And I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Orgies, like more than one sex. I want to say like menage a trois, where females we didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe he knew them. I didn't know who they were. I guess like random types of sex that sex with different people.
Yeah, she's trying to explain in a way that Max B was supposedly pimping her.
And I want to say probably prostitution. He introduced me to that.
Meaning that you were prostituting?
I wouldn't say I wasn't prostituting, but he had, like, I wasn't doing it on the regular, but he did, like, he sold me to two people before. It wasn't like something that I did on my own or anything like that. So, I did it he set it up and I did it. And it happened like 2 times, and that it is prostitution technically, and it like, it bothers me a lot, thinking about it and reflecting on it. But yeah, he introduced me to that, which is something that I never normally done and I don't normally do.
Well, Max has a stepbrother.
Yes.
Named Pooh Sims.
Yes.
Now, leading up to the incident, how many times?
Spoke.
Okay, so here you are involved with Max B, and him and Jim Jones working on music together.
Okay, so here's my thing. And I've been kind of watching how people are like looking at these recounts of the situation. And a part of me says it is kind of important to, revisit why Max B went to jail. It's important to give a voice to everybody, but also I don't know if necessarily we care that much about, even though she's kind of saying she was a victim. No, she's a co-conspirator. She found a trick. She brought up his name to Max. They came up with a plan to rob him. She brings Pooh Sims there. Shit goes left. The guy dies. And again, she tells on everybody and she gets rewarded. And, again, that sounds like a good story. Like, you could put it on Netflix or some shit, or Tubi. But do we really care to hear all the intricate details? Because right now it's only relevant because Max is home. I don't know. I don't judge. By the way, I don't judge Vlad for putting out this story. Anyway,